So, this is Polesine, this by Mirkomod, 720.49 megabyte on the download, and yes, there is some required mods. I had this warning come up saying I needed to download 12 more. I'm not sure if I had any more that was already downloaded, but it said I needed to download 12 more to load this map, so I did. So your mileage may vary on that. Right, fair enough. Now, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,722 slots. Also, if you come on New Farmer, you're going to be owning a bit of land, which is going to be this area here. So 177, then you get field 188, 189, and then 190. And that's the rest of the map. Lots of little fields. I'd say if you're not going to plough any fields together, this will be ideal for some small farming shenanigans. You may want to plough them together. That's entirely up to you. You play the game how you want. There is one thing, though, which is actually number one. If you click on that, there we are. We get to buy the whole area for 0. So all the villages, all the riversides, whatever you want to call it, all the roads, buy it for 0. Job's a good one. You haven't got to worry about it. Fair enough. Now, there is a couple of other places that we are going to buy as well. So we are going to go and buy number 83. Click on that one. That's going to be 663 grand. The areas are not cheap on here. We'll just say that. We're also going to go and buy area 122. We'll click on that one. So that's 585 grand. We're also going to go and buy area, what number is that? 238. We're going to buy that one as well, 978 grand. And you'll now see a few other things pop up. There is this area at the top here. You can buy it, right? So it's going to cost you 847. Nothing comes up though. It's just, well, we'll take a look up there later anyway. But you'll see what I mean. That's depending on whether you want to do your own thing. Potentially. We'll go with that anyway. Now, obviously, you're starting New Farmer right in the middle of the village, which, to be fair, I do like a good village. What have you got here? What's that? Posta Italiana? I mean, the map is primarily set in Italy, so fair enough on that one. So you have got a bit of a village feel on the go, which is all right indeed. Then we're going to come down to the first area, which is going to be a sow point just here. So this is going to be restaurant, I reckon. We'll click on that. Fruits and vegetables. There you are. So fruits and vegetables. Sow point just there for you. Job's a good one. Next door to that is going to be a bakery. So click on that. It's going to cost you 150 grand. So that should mean that around here somewhere is going to be some loading in points. So it's not telling, it's right the way around the back. Because obviously we have got this here, which looks like the old piano factory. I mean, that could be a loading in point there for it. Could just be there as decoration. So does that mean the old pallet spawn point is... Have we got to come right the way around? Let's hop up on this wall. There we are, up on there. Is it up here? Oh no, I'm falling off already. There we are. So round the back, there is nothing. All right, okay. So where's the old pallet spawn point for the bakery? That's it. It's hiding already. I've lost it already. We've got an electric charging point here. That's not showing up on the map either. Do we need to buy the 0 area? Do you know what? We're going to do it. We'll buy it 0. It's not going to cost us anything. No, we've still got an electric charging point there that's not showing up on the map. All right, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. So... sow point there. No hatch marking for a pallet spawn point. We'll put it that way. I mean, they could pop up here somewhere. Alright, fair enough. I'm assuming that's the loading in point for your bakery. Alright, we'll carry on then. We'll carry on through the village. Because it's a nice looking village, let's face it. And, right, just saying this, because we've now bought area number 1, which is like pretty much everywhere that you can't buy as a field, you should then be able to use these houses here, potentially as a starting point. That's entirely up to you. You may want to use a start farm, you may want to use something different. That's the great thing about this game. You play it how you want to. So we're going to turn right into here, And this is going to be your main shop. Your main shop menu. So you've got your menu just there for you. Can we go in? Oh, yes, we can. No, that just says open shop menu. Can we go in the building? Is that just a window? It is just a window. I've obviously been barred for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, you have got this little forklift truck and put my teeth in if you want to use, which is all right. Although I don't think you own that, so that's a good thing. Workshop trigger is round the back. Then we'll come back out of here. And you've got a nice big area for your spawn point for your vehicles when you're buying them, so that's all right. You haven't got to worry about, you know, losing space or not being able to buy something because you've run out of space. That's always a good thing. So we're going to come down the road here, and we then got what looks like to be a fuel station, petrol station, gas station, whatever you want to call it. Let's see how much they're charging. Nothing, apparently. Fuel's free. Can we go in here? They can go in there. Why can't we? Why can't we go in the petrol station? Ah, dear, oh dear. Victimization, that is. Not letting me in. Well, we'll carry on anyway. So round the side here is going to be another sell point for you. So around here like that. There we are. So this is going to be this one right here. We're going to click on that. Come on, there we are. Faro Shopping Centre. If this is set in Italy, correct me if I'm wrong, Faro's a place in Portugal. Because I've flown into that airport. Back in the day. I had a little holiday in Portugal. That's where you fly in. For the Algarve anyway, but alright. It is what it is. Maybe they got a Faro in Italy as well. Potentially. So we're going to carry on down this road. We're going to use the walkway because, you know, I don't want to get run over. It's always a good thing if you can get through the day with not being run over. Kind of brightens your day up. Kind of ruins your day if you get hit by a car. It is what it is, and now we're back onto the side of the road. Dear oh dear, the protection's gone. So we're going to turn left into there. So this is going to be like a little bit of an industrial area. No cars coming? No, we're all right that way. We're right that way. Right. So round here is going to be our first facility. We're going to jump over there. So this looks like a sawmill for you. So you've got a loading in point just there. Well, it could be a carpentry. You've got Salwood icon, pallet spawn points as well. That looks like a wood chip taking out point. Yes, it's going to be a sawmill. 300 grand gets you a sawmill. No problem. So we'll use these stacks as a handily little ladder that I just fell in. Because obviously, dear oh dear. So around here is another little facility. So this is going to be your spinnery, 180 grand to buy. Around the back is going to be your pallet spawn point and then your loading in point. And we'll come back out of there. We'll go over the road because that's where another facility is going to be. Now again, this looks like the old piano place. Although it's not. It's actually a little market. That's all right. Come down, sell your stuff. I mean, I imagine by the looks of these bunkers here, it's going to be like root crop sales. Let's have a little look. Click on that. There you are, farmers market. So I'd imagine that's going to be for your root crops. And obviously the rest of your stuff is going to go into there. Then we'll come back round the market, which to be fair, I think it's looking pretty good. Can we go? We can go over that fence. Are we going to be able to get over this fence? We'll give it a go. No. Slightly too high. We're going to have to walk around. Well, at least I'm getting my steps in for the day, so that can't be bad. Because we've got another facility around here. So you've got a little weighbridge there on the go. Round the back is going to be your production point just here. So we have got biofood food industry. 405 grand to buy. So you've got your loading in point just there. What does that actually do? Let's have a little look on the old production chains. So that's the stuff we now own. So was it the biofood factory? There we are. So food canning processing thing. Food canning processing plant. There we are. So they've just renamed it. They've remodeled it as well, to be fair, which is looking all right. Although, again, no hatch marking area for your pallets. So you just chuck your stuff in and see where the pallets spawn. That should give you an idea of what's going on. I'll imagine it's around here somewhere. There's just no hatch marking area for you. So it is what it is. Right. We're going to carry on. I'm going to go back out onto the main road. There we are. And over the road a touch is another little yellow marker. I'd imagine that's going to be somebody. I don't know who it is. We're going to take a little look. It's probably Dodgy Dave out on his own. Normally he's hanging around on his own. Nobody wants to be his friend. Right, round here we go. Who is it? Oh, it's a sleep trigger. I'm thinking it was yellow icon. Was it, what do you call it, an NPC? It's not, it's your sleep trigger. Was a sleep trigger anyway, which you have to start with. Is there a wardrobe trigger here as well? Let's have a little look. Round the back, in the garden, change your pants outside. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Right, we're going to carry on down this road because we are now getting close to this area that we bought here. Potentially another start farm for you if you really wanted to go for it. I mean, this cost 900 grand. I'm not sure if it's worth just under $1 million. I'll let you be the judge of that one. I mean, you get a fair bit for it, not going to lie. There's a fair amount here. You got silos, you got sheds. All right, let's take a little look inside. So once you get in here like that, so around to the left, it's going to be a bale and pallet storage for you. You've then got a cow barn with the old robot. So you load your stuff into there. And we'll come down this side. Saying that, there's no hatch marking area for your loading in points either. I reckon they've just done away with, you know, make it look a little bit more clean. Potentially, because you got your, yeah, got that goes in there. Don't like using that. It's a waste of time. Don't really get much benefit from it. So come in here. If you don't want to use a robot, you can obviously load your stuff into there. And we'll come down this end. Because obviously where you got cows, you're going to have some slurry. And you're going to need somewhere to store it. So you've got a big old slurry tank just there. But not just that. It's also part of a BGA down this end. I mean, you've got a slurry taking out point for your cows just there. You've got your milk taking out point. You've got a manure point there as well. Let's see an animal dialogue box actually. Or if we just walk right past it. There is a good chance, because I normally do things like that. Is it inside? I haven't found an animal dialogue box for this little fella yet. Really? Oh, it's right over there. We didn't even open that door. Fair enough. So over here is going to be your animal dialogue box. There we are. So that's going to hold 500 cows going into there. Right, we'll open up that door. There you are. That's better. Then obviously you've got your BGA on the end. So obviously you take your stuff out from your cows straight there. No messing around with that one. So you've got your solid stuff goes in there. Got your production chain menu just there. You then got your loading in point for your slurry. You then got your taking out point of digestate just there. So all in one, if you used to go for this farm, that's probably why it costs like 900 grand. Because you've got your built-in BGA. Which is fair enough. If that's the sort of thing you want to go for. Now next to that we've got this. So this is going to be holding to little cows. I say little cows. It's going to hold 90 of them. You could potentially use this as a calving area. And then put them into the big building if you wanted to. It's got a manure taking out point. Slurry taking out point. And then you've got your feed going into there. So that should mean then as there's no... do we say milk? Is there milk down that end? I don't think I've seen them. No, there's no milk taking out points. So that really does lend itself to be doing the old calving and then putting into the big building when they're ready. That's what I do anyway. So you've got a bit of a storage shed just there. Another storage shed just here as well. So we'll open up this door. There we are. So plenty of space in there. And behind this door is going to be your workshop trigger. And then we'll come down the end. Because this is going to be the last bit of this little area. It's going to be your silo. So you've got your loading in, taking out just there. Fair enough. I suppose, yeah, 900 grand. Yeah, I suppose it's worth it. Especially as you've got the BGA as well. Right, we'll carry on then. So once we've seen this potential start farm, how about the one you actually do get on New Farm over here? Well, this is more of a minuscule... What's the minimalist type farm? That's better. Minuscule. Well, it is small anyway. So you got your sleep trigger just there. Can we go in this house? This looks like one we should be able to go into. Well, that door doesn't open. You got your wardrobe trigger just there. Is this door? No, it doesn't. That door doesn't open, but you can walk through the wall. We're in. We're in. Can we go upstairs? No, we can't. Right, okay, so that's probably the issue. Right, fair enough. You can walk out the back door as well if you wanted to. Oh no, it's the side, it's the window. On the side, that's the actual door. It's a sneaky little entrance. But alright, fair enough. You got a silo on here, so load in and load out at that point. Then we've got a bit of equipment knocking around as well. We've also got this building. We can open up that door. There we are. Bit of space to store some stuff. Because obviously everyone needs some areas to keep your stuff out of the rain, out of the weather, out of the prying eyes of some nosy neighbours, that sort of thing. And we'll come down here, because obviously this is your fields that you own as well. Can we use these buildings? No, there's no option to open up those doors. And here's our equipment, ready to go in the field. So what do we actually start with on New Farmer? Well, the answer to that is a little bit of stuff, but some decent sizes, I must admit. So we've got the Brantner Z180512 XXL Powerflex, the Class Evian 450, the Class Vario 620, the Fiat 18090 DT, the Horsch Credo 3, the Horsch Versa, the Young Heinrich EFG S50, which is actually the one parked at the shop. I thought it was one of those, situations where they let you borrow it, but no, you do actually own it. So you could potentially get rid of that if you don't want it. We've also got the Lemkin Smaragd 9500K, the Nardi N40BX, the Pottinger Servo 25, and the Same Virtus 115 RV Shift. Now, it's a bit of a mixed bag on that one, to be fair, because we've got a fairly decent size harvester, we've got an alright tractor, and then a really small plough, but alright, it is what it is. You get going. Me personally, if I was to come on here, I would sell the plough, sell the forklift truck, and then get myself something a little bit bigger. But then that's just me. You do you. Right, fair enough. Now, we are going to carry along this road, because there is another sell point just down the road from the little start farm, if you want to go for that one. That's entirely up to you, because obviously, you're going to go where the best prices are. Let's face it. And I will say this. There's a few ditches knocking around. I mean, that is really close to the edge of the field. I would say do it yourself. Do the field work yourself, because you all know what the AI workers are like. They're useless. So they're going to end up crashing your vehicle. So I'd say play it safe, do it yourself. I mean, I don't particularly like using the AI workers. I'd rather get it done myself because, you trust yourself. I don't particularly trust them. But it is what it is. So you got your sell point just here. So this one is going to be called, we'll click on that. Where you are. They are. So Carlo's Restaurant. That's what we got there. Right, fair enough. We're now going to come across to this area over here. So this is something a little different and the same all at the same time. So this is your pallet warehouse. Speed it. What's that? Courier Espresso. Right, okay. So you come up to this one here. There you are. So, no, a bit close. There we are. It's better. So, buy your pallets. Right. Okay, so we bought a pallet. There it is. Job done. We've then got this area here, which is going to be the sell point for your warehouse. So, if we go and... Oh, I haven't got liftable pallet mod turn on, have I? Oh, dear, oh, dear. I was going to pick it up. Then just chuck it straight in there. You can sell your stuff off. But no, I haven't got it. So, there's your sell points at the warehouse. Now, over the road from that, we've got another facility. So we've got this here, Beton, or Beton, however you want to pronounce it, cement factory, 370 grand to buy. Then we'll come around here and we've got a loading in point just there. And then we'll come around again. Have we got any pallet spawn points? Yes, here we are. Pallet spawn point for your cement factory. Which does add to the question. Some of the other facilities that we've seen for so far haven't got a hatch marking area for your pallets. Okay, fair enough. Now we'll come around here. We've got another facility here as well. So you've got your loading in point just there. I'd imagine this is going to be a potato processing plant. So we'll click on that one. Yep, Boscolo 1875 potatoes, 360 grand to buy. There's your pallet spawn point just there. Now, we're going to carry on because for some reason we've got a... It's not a traffic jam, they're all parked up. There's a lot of people hanging around here, I must admit. I mean, they're all stood around doing nothing. It's like they're working for the council. We'll carry on. Right, we're going to come up to this area that we bought up here. And we're all going to take in this one as well. So first up is the facility. The Zucchero Eridani. It's a sugar mill anyway. We'll go with that sugar mill. So it's going to cost you 240 grand to buy. You then got pallet spawn point times 2. Okay. 2 spawn points. Where's the loading in point for your sugar? And I'm stuck. There we are. It's got a weighbridge just there. Is it around the corner? Have I gone completely the wrong direction? Because there's another weighbridge just there. Oh, here's your loading in point. This is an industrial area. This really is. Because obviously you got your big areas where you unload your trailer. More people stood around doing nothing. So obviously council run. Dear, oh dear. Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come out of here. Can we get out this way? Look at this big old container there. Yep, definitely an industrial area. I got a feeling we're not going to be able to get out this way. It's the gate up here. We've gone completely the wrong way. Right, basically, we're going to go over there. And that's going to give you this giant thing. It's like a disused processing plant of some description. But we've bought the land. There's no triggers that I can see to be using it for anything else. But what you have got over here, we'll keep on going up here, because this potentially could be something for you. I'm not quite sure. It's not really my thing, but you know, you never know. It's a giant hole in the ground with a bit of water at the bottom. So you could act like it's a quarry. There's nothing in here to dig out. There is just a load of water at the bottom. So you do with that information as you see fit. I mean, I suppose it could be an easy way to get some water for your animals. All right, fair enough. Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come across to the other start farm we could potentially be having. So we start off at the edge with our farmhouse. So we got our wardrobe trigger by the front door. We got our sleep trigger in the garage. Obviously, I had an argument with the wife last night. I'm sleeping in the garage. Dear, oh dear. Then got a storage facility just there for you. Then come around here. We got this building as well. So we'll open up that. There we are. So store your vehicles in there if you wanted to. We'll come around here. And this looks like a manure heap. Although there's no trigger to get it out with your trailer. So it could just be for decoration. But we'll carry on around here because we've got a few facilities for the animals. So this one, we'll open up the gate. There we are. This is going to be for your chickens. Oh, right there. Really small animal dialogue box. So 1500. Egg pallet spawn point just there. You then got your loading in point for your food. Obviously, you open up that gate. Great. We then got another thing here. Production point for manure. So you put straw in, you get manure out. Alright, so that's your taking out point for your manure. So that should mean the loading in point is down the other end, because we can't really get through that bit of the building. There you are. There you load in your straw just there. And you could open that door if you wanted to, give you a bit of extra access. We've also got this facility here, your bale and pallet storage. Obviously that's the back end of the chicken coop. We then got another... Is that another manure thing? We can't open that one. That looks like the other end of a chicken coop. This looks like another manure producing factory. Let's go down this end, have a little look. We'll hook it around the corner. Yep, got another manure. Actually, we'll check that. Yeah, another one. Manure production point. If you chuck your straw in the other end, and you get manure out. Alright, fair enough. Then we've got another facility here. There's going to be putting your food into there. And then here is going to be your animal dialogue box. I'll imagine this is going to be a chicken coop the same. Yes, it is. 1500 chickens going in there. And there's your egg pallet spawn point. And then we'll spin it back around because there's your silo. Load in, load out. Jobs are good. That's an alright farm as well. I mean, chickens, normally a good thing to be starting with. I mean, you got 2 chicken coops there. 1,500 chickens going in each. 3,000 potentially. This is an alright farm to be starting. I'll probably go with this one. That's alright indeed. Right, we're going to carry on. So we go back into the map. We're actually going to come down to this one down here. So this is going to be your great processing factory for you. So over here, again, I don't know if they're on strike or working for the council. 240 grand to buy. So we'll come around here. Got your weighbridge if you're keeping an eye on your weight. If you're playing for that level of realism. Then we'll come around here. And we should have our loading in point just there. And then we've got our pallet spawn point just there. Alright, fair enough. Not the usual great processing unit factory. I like it. Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come across to this one down here. Now, this looks like a factory, but it's not. It's actually a sell point. The old Maro cereal. Or cereale. Alright, we'll go with that. Again, you got your weighbridge, keeping an eye on your weight. And you slide it around the back. There's your loading in point for selling off your goods. Right, we're then going to move across. Well, we're going to move up to this one up here. Now, this is a production chain. This is a latte dairy. All right, fair enough. So you got your loading in point just there. We're going to take a right or a left. What should we do? We'll go left. Oh, there's your pallet spawn point. And then we need to find a production chain menu somewhere. Is it around here? No, we've gone the wrong way. Dear, oh dear. I mean, normally it's up by a door. Oh, here it is. That's just blended into the sunlight. So there you are. So 210 grand. Going to get yourself a latte dairy. Right, why not? Why not indeed? Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come up to this area up here. Now, obviously, there is a few animal pens on the map already. So if you did fancy coming and collecting them yourselves, obviously you come up here. You've got your animal dealer just there. You then got your bale sell point just there. We spin it around this way, and we've got our buy point for our slurry, a buy point for manure. And we're going to come all the way down the back. All the way down the back of this facility, down the back of the building, however you want to call it. We'll keep going. We're getting our steps in today, so it's all right. Dear, oh dear. Round the back is going to be another sell point for you. So this one, we'll click on that. Come on, when you're ready. That's it. Animal dealer. Fair enough. So if it says animal dealer sell point, chuck it in there. Job's a good one. Right. We'll carry on again then. We're going to come across to this one over here. And this is going to be your BGA. Now, first off, down this side is going to be your taking out point of your digestate. But then come around here, you're going to have your another taking out point of digestate. So obviously that's an extension tank. You then got your taking out point, well, your loading in point of slurry. You then got your loading in point of solid stuff just there. And your production chain menu just here. So this is going to cost you 1.2 million. Man alive, we got, what, 3 bunker silos there as well. Bit of a storage area, which is alright. 1.2 million. I mean, I know BGAs are expensive. I mean, I've got this little weighbridge as well. BGAs are expensive. 1.2 mil. Right, dear oh dear, we'll carry on. We're going to come across to this area over here. So, the 4th potential start farm down here. You got that? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, and then we're on the 4th one here. Yeah, 4th potential start farm. So, you've got your wardrobe trigger just there. Then come around here, you've got your sleep trigger by that door. Got a little bit of storage just here if you wanted to. Then we'll come around here, and obviously, this is where the old main storage area is. And to be fair, building's looking alright. Old school. Alright, fair enough indeed. Now we'll come back out of there, back down here. And we've got a animal facility. So this looks like a pigsty. So we'll click on that one. Where's the animal dialogue box? There we are, a bit further back. So 275 pigs are going into there. So you've got your feed goes into there, and obviously your slurry taking out point just there. And next door to that is going to be, by the looks of it, another pigsty. So it's going to have the same capacity. Yes, it is. So fair enough. So 275. So what's that? 550 pigs you can keep in there, which is not bad at all. We've then got this. This is something a little different, I must admit. So we'll come around here. Not the usual thing we see on farms. It's alright. So you got your loading in point for your silo just there. We then come round and we've got our taking out point by the pipe over here. Great. Not a problem. We've then got another little thing here, which is going to be a feed mixer for your pigs, because obviously it's got your pig face on it. So that's obviously going to be mixing your pig food. So canola, corn, potatoes and wheat, making it into pig food for your pigsties, obviously. And then around here, we've got a couple of extra things as well. So we have got a taking out point. Well, you've got a slurry tank. So loading in, taking out at that point. Then we've got another building just here. Now this looks like potentially another pigsty. Yeah, it looks like it all. So is that another 275? Come on, there we are. Yeah, it's a 270. So what's 3 275s? 75, 225 for 6 to 7, 825. I can't do quick maths. 825 pigs. We're going to roll with that anyway. That's what we're saying. So plenty of pigging to be getting on with, which is all right indeed on this one. Right, we're going to carry on. We're going to come across to this one over here. This is going to be a sell point for you, but I'm going to show you the name. Right, we'll click on it. Come on, there we are. Zafaro Power Biomass Power. It's a power station apparently. So you sell your stuff in there. I mean, we've got a sell wood icon, so I'd imagine you're going to bring your wood down, wood chips, biomass heating plant, that sort of thing. A big old facility. All right. And again, have we got a weighbridge here, or is that just a little security gate hut? Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just security gate hut. So fair enough. We'll carry on. We're going to come across to our last area, which is going to be this one here. So this is going to be your grain mill. And like all the other production facilities we've seen before, we've got a weighbridge to keep an eye on your weight. Obviously, the locals don't want you going on the road overloaded. So fair enough on that one. So you've got your loading in point just there. Then carry on round, because this is a production facility. You've got your pallet spawn point just there. We're then going to go and find a production chain menu. I've got a feeling I've already walked past it, because this seems to be a little bit farther around than I'd imagine. So I've got a pallet spawn point there as well. Got 2 pallet spawn points. That's really random. I mean, potentially, you could have one lot of flour coming out of one side and then another lot coming out a different side. Maybe. That seems strange. Does seem strange. So, oh, here it is. Told you I walked straight past it. So there we are. So it's going to be costing you 288 grand. It's hatch marking area there. Yes. What does that need then? If it's got 2... Let's have a little look. Let's buy it. All right, I'm intrigued now. So it's going to be making your standard stuff. So why's it got 2 pallet spawn points? Is like rice flour this side and the other flour the other side? Potentially. Potentially. Who knows? Give it a go. See what pops out. And then there's your answer. Now, obviously, this is set in Italy. I don't particularly know what Italy looks like. I've never been. But it is looking really nice. Like I've said before, there is some ditches. So I would steer clear of the AI worker. Do it yourself. You're going to thank me later. But that being said, smallish fields, small farming shenanigans, Italian sunshine. What's not to like about it? Now, before we run off, we have actually got 2 strange things I've just noticed after finishing recording the video. If you come up to this area here, area 142, this was empty before. It's actually got 4 greenhouses on, which is all right. There's also this random number 124. If we click on that, it's going to cost $24, pounds, euros, whatever. We're going to buy that. Nothing else seems to have come up. Not that springs to mind anyway, but we're up in this area anyway. So 142, you got 4 greenhouses. So you got your water loading in point. You then got your production chain menu in here. So it's going to be your standard greenhouse. So no worrying about that. And then you should have a pallet spawn point. There we are. Hiding in the grass down the side there. So you got that greenhouse there. You then got one that's sort of offset See, that being said, there's one here. There's a building. It's saying there's a greenhouse there. No, because we've got the... Oh, it's on the back of it. So you got one that end. I thought it was one giant greenhouse. And you got one this side. Right, fair enough. So that's your two greenhouses there. And you got the same sort of setup down this end. So back to back on your greenhouses. You got your pallet spawn point one side. Water loading in. Jobs are good 'em. Now, obviously we can finish. Again, greenhouse right by this. Yeah, steer clear of the AI worker, I think.